What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a quick Destiny 2 video to talk about the new Solstice of Heroes weapon for 2023. Firstly, we should say we don't know a lot about Solstice this year just yet, except that it will launch on July 18th, and that's next week's reset. We can expect it to take a similar form to what we've seen in previous years, probably a return to the European aerial zone, and of course there'll be cosmetics. That'll include Eververse, the event card rewards, and Solstice armor, and most of that stuff is going to cost players money in some form or another. So in terms of what else there is, we do know that there's a new weapon for this year, and where last year we got a hand cannon, which was called something new, this time around we get a new Strand rocket launcher, and so in the video today, we're going to take a quick look at it. This weapon was visible in the database at the start of the season and then was later hidden, so looking at the model, we can only see a render preview as opposed to a full image of what the weapon looks like with the skins and everything like that, but it does look to be a Hake style weapon, and that makes sense since it's a precision frame launcher, again with Strand damage. And while some of these precision frames have been pretty good in the past, the only downside now is that they did see a damage nerf last year, so they don't have the best damage available at the moment, but they do get built-in precision frame tracking, which is a bonus. And in terms of the trait perks for the weapon, in the first slot, we can see it potentially roll Ensemble, Impulse Amplifier, Autoloading Holster, Field Prep, Demolitionist, Pugilist, and Shot Swap. Then for the second trait slot perks, potentially we can get Adrenaline Junkie, Hatchling, One for All, Envious Assassin, Chain Reaction, Swashbuckler, or Cluster Bomb. And bear in mind, typically event weapons are random rolls only, and they tend to drop a lot when playing during the event, so we're going to rely on getting a decent drop of the weapon, but it will drop very regularly. We should mention the origin trait for the gun though, which is the Solstice perk Dreamwork. And once per reload, assists or assisted final blows partially refill the weapon from reserves, potentially overflowing the magazine. And that could possibly pair pretty well with some of the potential trait bonuses on this thing. But first, if we compare it with other popular precision launchers like the Palmyra B or Royal Entry, for the Solstice launcher in the first trait slot, bonuses like Autoloading Holster, Field Prep, and Impulse Amplifier tend to be the most popular, with perks like Ensemble, Swashbuckler, Shot Swap, and Demolitionist not seeing a lot of use on rocket launchers. With the second slot though, things like Chain Reaction and Cluster Bomb are generally the most popular, but Hatchling could be an interesting one. I believe this is the first rocket that can get that perk. But whether it'll be particularly worth using, we'll just have to see. There is also Envious Assassin, which again, isn't something that rolls on a lot of rocket launchers, and perhaps paired with Field Prep, it could be interesting. Then you've got Swashbuckler and Adrenaline Junkie that can give that small damage bump, but again, they aren't necessarily the meta perks that players look for with launchers. Although some of these bonuses could be interesting when paired with the origin trait for the weapon, especially stuff that affects ammo. Either way, I think a lot of players will look at stuff like Autoloading, Field Prep, or Impulse Amplifier, paired up with perks like Cluster Bombs, Chain Reaction, and potentially Hatchling as well. What do you guys think? I don't see anything absolutely wild about the weapon, but give us your thoughts down below. It is, however, one of the free elements for Solstice, and also one of the few things that we know a little bit about, so I figured a quick video might be enlightening for some of you guys. Share your thoughts down below, and if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to get subscribed for more Destiny content. Also, a rating below really supports the channel. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys very soon.